Alright, so welcome back again, YouTube. Here with another video. I do apologize beforehand for the background. We are here in a 2015 BMW 328i xDrive, and it is a case where we did some work earlier to the car. Customer came in with a replaced transfer case and transfer case control module because of a faulty one before, and I do apologize for not giving a step-by-step on everything, but what we did do is we did get the opportunity to go through in Esys, and we were able to re-inject the CAFD file that was missing from the new transfer case control module into Esys and have it programmed and encoded. And then we went into ISTA, reinitialize the FLEXRAY, clear the files, and make sure that everything is alright. So we just took it for a test drive. There's no errors on the dash or anything like that, but I just want to go over this quickly for anybody that may have any, concerns about how it is that this kind of thing is done. Zane. So basically, just connected the Ethernet cable as you would have seen there. I just do this as a preliminary to make sure that it is being read out, and there's my IP for the Ethernet cable, so we're good to go. I will read this out in ISTA first. Now, really and truly, I don't need to go back into ISTA at this point, to be honest with you. Or Esys, I should say, at this point. I will only be doing it to give an understanding of what it is that is needed to be done. So in ISTA, we're going to connect to the Ethernet cable, as we can see here. I'm going to maximize this. And essentially what we'll be doing is reading out the vehicle information to see if after our test drive there has been any issues whatsoever. Now, I do apologize if the video does get a bit long. Personally, I don't like when it is that I watch videos with these kind of things on YouTube and people pause the video or skip the video to another point. There may be crucial steps, and some people want to see, without any pauses or anything, step by step by step. So I will not pause in between here. I will let the video continue running so you can see how long everything actually takes to read out and that kind of thing in real time. Just for reference sake, I am using a 2020 M1 MacBook Air to do all of this. So for all of those persons who believe that you must have a Windows laptop to do this kind of thing, you really don't. You can do all of this with ISTA, Esys, the BMW standard tools, BIMA utility, and all of that. You can use all of them on a MacBook, right? You can make reference to, I believe it is my second video that I posted about how to install these things on the M1 MacBook. You can do it on the M2 also. So you can refer to that video. I'll maybe put a link in the description to that video or a little title card at the top right of the screen so that you can see that. So that you can actually get that. So as you see, it does take quite a while for this thing to read out. So we will just continue waiting and see what takes place. Yeah, that was the customer contacting me there through text message, letting me know that he has seen the proof of the videos that I sent to him to show him that the Car is now up and gunning. Yeah. What a day, what a day, what a day. There is one of the modules that is there that is most likely in programming abort, and that's the TCB, the telecommunications box. That module, I believe, has a hardware fault in there to a certain degree because of there is how do I put this? He got the roof wrapped, and after getting the roof wrapped, they must have damaged the shark fin, or from ever since that he got the roof wrapped, there was some issue where that is concerned. So we will ignore that for now unless it is a case where he wants us to look into it. There are some faults in the FEM. I do believe that in terms of his camera system on the car, there is an issue there in one of the bumpers somewhere, somehow. So there is a fault in the FEM. But our main concern is the VTG. We don't really care about any other modules. We care about the VTG, also known as the LMV. So here we are. So as I told you, TCB, the telematic communication box. As you see, there are some files missing from it. We can try to see what we can do there in Esys if needs be. The combi is going to have some errors for sure, and that is going to be attributed to the FEM, right? But the VTG, we call it the ECU functions. When it came in, and I do have a file to show, but when it came in, there was no CAFD file, right? The CAFD was missing. If I here is what the tree looked like before. So as you can see, it was a case where there was an issue in the FZD, TCB, Combi, ZGM, FEM, DME, and basically everything on this FLEXRAY right here, right? And it was all caused, well, everything here and into the ZGM was caused by the VTG. So now this is what we have, where the VTG is perfectly alright, and that is the only thing that we really came inside here for. If we display the fault codes, we see that there's a bumper issue, rear bumper area line disconnection, emergency call. This has to do with the TCB. Same thing with the TCB here again, internal control unit fault. And same thing there again, and it sends that to the combi. So that is why on the ECU tree there's a fault in the combi. It is because of the TCB. In the FEM, it would be because of the bumper. So all of these codes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 to 2 to 4, well, this should be 5 actually. So from here to here is all having to do with this one module. Messes with the combi, messes with this. In the FEM, this is the only issue we have. So there's a line in the rear bumper that is disconnected. We can take a look at that for the customer, but that is going to be a different thing. All right. Now, let us break this connection. And we can head to Esys. And in Esys, I am only doing this to show the step-by-step procedure as to how it is that you would go about getting to do what I did today, right? So there was no CAFD file inside the module, and what we did is we read out the FA and the FP. We also read out the SVT and the SVT target, and then we calculated the TAL. From there we went to TAL processing, and we then made sure to update any ECU that was available. So as it stands, all ECUs should be updated that were available. So when you open Esys, this is what you'll be presented with. Most of you who do F chassis know that already. So we go expert mode, VCM, and we're going to connect. Now I use Launcher Pro. It's not as in depth. You have to know to a certain degree which chassis you're choosing. So the F30 chassis falls under the F20. And as you see, we're reading out through VIN, which it has picked up already. There's the IP, and we're going to read from the VCM. Let's see if we get a connection. And we do. Sweet. So now I'm going to go here. I'm going to go master. Read out the I step. So that is our current, our shipment, and our last I step. Then I'm going to read FAFP. Then I'm going to head to File, Save As. This is already there, so I'll just, better yet, let me just do this. Save it completely separately, so I don't mess with the customer's records. We go to TAL calculating. We're going to load the FA, activate the FA, and then as you see, your shipment comes in there and the target shipment. We're going to read VCM, and then this is all of the vehicle control modules that are in the car. Now anything in blue, 9 times out of 10, that's alright. Ideally we want them in black. Now how it is going to be identical is going to be by going through and reading this also. Let us save this, and we're going to say SVT, IST, and we're going to read VCM. And as you see, all of these are in black, so that is good. We say SVT sol. Then there's only one there that is in blue. This is for the module that I just updated today. Nonetheless, we can either get the hardware IDs here, or we can do the TAL calculation. Whoa. So we're going to use the two SVTs. Say okay there. TAL is calculated. It is not saved yet. Let us just name this TAL. Alright. And then what we would do is we could easily now just head to expert mode, TAL processing. You would load your TAL. And read the SVT from the ECU. We're also going to read the FA. Alright. And we're going to do that. Now as you see, there's no modules that pop up down here, and that's because all of them are outdated. There's none of them that needs to be updated per se, right? But ideally, that is what you would do. You would see all the ECUs here. You would say check software availability. Once it's available, you hit OK, you hit start, and then it would start doing its thing, right? Now, in my case, there is nothing there to start, so it should be perfectly all right. All right. And that is really it. After that would be finished, if you get a green bar down there, like how you got here, then a CAFD would be injected just like how it would be in this. And after that is injected, then you could come inside here and clear your faults. Another thing to remember is that once you do any work on the FLEXRAY line, 9 times out of 10 it is necessary for you to reinitialize the FLEXRAY. And that goes right back to the DME also. After you do that FLEXRAY reinitialization, then you're good to go. And that is really and truly pretty much it for replacing the control unit in the car. All right. I will now look into the touch box situation for this customer and let him know what is what. But in terms of getting the VTG sorted out, that was literally all that was required. And that is that for today, guys. So I hope you understand what it is that I'm bringing across, any questions, queries, or concerns, you can leave it in the comments below, or you can shoot me an email or reach out to me through a WhatsApp number or so. All right. Nonetheless, I'm out.